Man, they real man, not with the gay shit. You niggas sick and gross me out, transforming into a bitch. I don't want that dirty pussy, little mama. I ain't spending no a trick. Don't need you to put me on. I put myself on. Just came up on another lick. Bills paid, belly full, in lack for nothing. Nigga, do me, stay in my lane. Fuck tryna be another nigga with nothing. Brainwashed and continue lied to our social media. Censor everything real good into destruction.
What should we do?
Call the police.
Following some indications of a slow and cautious return to pre-pandemic normalcy last year, 2022 is already starting to resemble fall 2020, which will result in supply problems at supermarkets. This time, there are multiple areas of the store where there are food shortages, making it harder for customers to currently locate specific products. According to Katie Dennings, Vice President of Research for the Consumer Brands Association, which represents the consumer packaged goods sector and includes firms like General Mills and Kellogg, the situation is spotty. It's not a widespread one. It's not like when the pandemic first started, when people frantically cleared shelves to stockpile. Still, some aisles are currently under pressure. Here are some items to look for on your upcoming grocery run. In this video, we will discuss 12 items that are impossible to find at grocery stores right now. But before that, please like, subscribe, and click the bell button for the latest economic updates. Now let's get started. What are stores running short on? 1. Chickpeas. We love our hummus, but according to Reuters, we might see a drop in the supply of chickpeas soon. The Russian invasion of Ukraine resulted in a drop in production, as both countries are key suppliers of chickpeas for the world. Growers in the US have also dropped chickpeas lately in favor of other crops, reducing the domestic supply. Combine all this with continuing supply chain issues due to COVID, and you may have to start using other beans in your hummus recipe. 2. Wheat. Ukraine is one of the main suppliers of wheat in the world, and its invasion by Russia disrupted the supply chain entirely, according to Bloomberg. Coupled with a ban on exports by India, which was enacted to protect its food security, we're seeing rising prices when it comes to wheat, along with a possible shortage. It might be time to ditch the pasta and move to rice recipes for a while. 3. Sugar. According to Reuters, Brazil recently diverted more sugarcane to ethanol production than sugar due to high energy prices. Ethanol, aka alcohol, is used for a variety of products. This could mean a drop in sugar supply, leading to increased prices and possible shortages. 4. Avocados. You may be seeing less of this fruit on shelves. The American government suspended imports of Mexican avocados earlier this year after a U.S. plant safety inspector based in Mexico received a threat. U.S. inspectors are posted in Mexico to check whether Mexican avocados can be safely exported to the United States. While imports have resumed, prices are at an all-time high, and missing shipments may still cause shortages. 5. Paper goods. This is an item that we've seen at the top of shortage lists for the last 2 years: toilet paper. According to Bloomberg, pulp supplies have been affected yet again by the Russian invasion of Ukraine, causing shortages of supply from Europe. This could result in shortages of TP or, at the very least, price spikes. Other paper goods, like paper towels and tissues, might also be affected. 6. Canned goods. With people stocking up on canned goods in 2020 and 2021, manufacturers will continue to face an aluminum shortage. The shortage has continued through the pandemic, and a reduced supply of products like tomato paste, canned vegetables, and soda is likely to remain the norm. 7. Eggs and meat. In spring 2021, news of a chicken shortage resulted in fast food chains cutting back on chicken items. The shortage then moved over to grocery stores in the fall. According to Business Insider, nearly half of Americans in a survey reported seeing a shortage of meat and eggs in the beginning of 2022. It might be time to switch to vegetarian dinners for a while to combat this food shortage. 8. Pet food. The continuing shortage of aluminum and shipping issues have led to shortages in dog and cat food across the country, with several local papers reporting bare shelves at pet stores. According to Fox Business, even big retailers like Target and Amazon are facing shortages of pet food, leaving many pet owners scrambling for their furry friends' staple foods and treats. 9. Baby formula. The Wall Street Journal broke the news of a baby formula shortage earlier this year, with brands like Enfamil, Similac, and Gerber becoming harder to find. With grocery shelves turning up empty, parents have taken to social media to ask where they can find formula. The recent baby formula recall has created even more pressure for parents across the country. 10. Liquor. Specifically, champagne, wine, and beer. According to Wine Enthusiast, demand for champagne dropped in 2020 and then rose again in 2021. This created a problem as the Comité Interprofessionnel du Vin de Champagne, the trade organization for the Champagne region, set a lower production cap based on the reduced demand. Supply chain issues have compounded the problem. Meanwhile, the shortage of aluminum cans and the increasing price of raw ingredients have led to shortages and higher prices for your favorite craft beer. In 2022, this trend seems set to accelerate. A glass shortage has also led to soaring wine prices and talk of a shortage. 11. Over-the-counter medications. More than 3/4 of U.S. stores were out of pain relievers, allergy medications, or respiratory medications for at least part of the day during the first 3 weeks of August, and about 1 in 5 were out for most of the day, according to the NCS. Stores ran short on OTC meds at steadily rising rates through the spring months as consumers rushed to stock up for allergy season. Out-of-stock rates have come down slightly since June, but with cold and flu season looming, the NCS warns we expect these rates to remain elevated. 12. Beans and grains. The share of stores reporting low stocks of dried beans and grains increased, ranking these home cooking staples among the hardest to find foods, according to NCS. That's a hangover from what NCS calls the extreme buying period in mid-March, when sales and scarcity of beans and grains reached flour-like levels. Eager to keep pantries stocked with long-lasting basics, consumers spent nearly 500% more on these items in the same period last year, and suppliers are still struggling to replenish stocks. If it no longer grows at triple-digit rates, demand remains high. In August, dried bean sales were up 17% over last year, IRI reports. Health as well as hoarding may be playing a role. A good swath of the population is trying to eat a little bit better, Driggs says. Beans are a fantastic source of protein, and they're cheap, and we need both right now. Why are these items in short supply? It's because of labor shortages and supply chain issues, from food manufacturers to grocery stores. There simply aren't enough people to make the goods, move the goods, and sell the goods, says Jim Dudlysek, a representative for the National Grocers Association. According to Parade, the recent invasion of Ukraine by Russia played a role, with supply chains from Europe heavily disrupted. Labor shortages also continue, with people still out due to COVID-19 or resigning due to low wages and poor working conditions. In addition, supply is affected by more people cooking and eating at home, a trend that started at the onset of the pandemic. Demand has been very, very high, Denise says. Still, she doesn't think there's a reason for people to stockpile. She pointed to lumber as an example of a product that was extremely hard to get for a while, but has become more plentiful in recent months, and the food supply chain likely will rebound in a similar fashion, although it may take time. How to shop responsibly right now. If you see purchase limits on products at stores, there's no reason to panic or panic buy. The retailers are simply being responsible and managing inventory. If people can buy what they need, and only what they need, we'll have enough, says Denny's. Shoppers should expect that specific items may be harder to get at certain times. Be mindful of your fellow shoppers and only take what you really need. And don't hesitate to ask your local grocer about item availability. So, what's your takeaway from this video? Let us know in the comment section below. If you found this video thrilling, make sure to hit the like button. Also, subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon to never miss an update from us. Thank you for watching. We'll see you at the next one. Until then, peace.